Hello, gorgeous and divine soul friends. Welcome back to my channel, Madame DeVaux. Thank you so much for allowing me into your beautiful experience today. This is your pick a card reading. What is it that people find attractive about you? Sometimes we don't tend to notice these things, so the cards are going to be letting you know today what it is that others are seeing that you may or may not see about yourself. So this might be quite a self-esteem booster for some of you, maybe a lot of you, but go ahead and pick between groups 1, 2, and 3 here, and then you can check the timestamps listed below. I'll have one in the description box and one in the comment section, so you can pick whichever you'd like, and it'll take you right to your reading. So let's go ahead and get started. So group 1, this is your reading. Let's go ahead and reveal your cards. You have Love Yourself First, Keep an Open Mind, the High Priestess, Isolation, Perseverance, the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So absolutely beautiful energy, group 1. I am seeing that a lot of you are already very self-loving, so that's a really, really attractive trait about you. I feel like people see that. They see the love that you have for yourself and the respect that you have for yourself, and that definitely makes you more attractive to people. You definitely give to yourself a lot, which is amazing. You also have a very open mind. You're not very closed-minded. You know, you're not very rigid. You're very open to a lot of different ideas, a lot of different perspectives, and people do find that very attractive about you. You could have Taurus in your chart because I do have the Knight and the Page of Pentacles with the Hierophant, but if not, you just are a very sensual person as well. I feel like you have a lot of physicalities that are very beautiful about you. I think that's why there's a lot of earth here. Ever since you were a child, group 1, you've always kind of had this natural attractiveness to you. Ever since you were very young, you could have been in, you know, child pageants or something like that, something surrounding beauty, especially with this Perseverance card. You know, she's wearing this striking red dress. I just see this as like a pageant, you know, something involving, you know, beauty. I'm also hearing that a lot of you are very strong guides for other people, and that makes you very attractive as well. Like, you're very wise with this High Priestess. You spend a lot of time alone is another thing I'm seeing. You're a very closed book, group 1, very closed book. You don't share a lot about yourself. You know, you're very reserved, kept to yourself. You're very social, but in a way, it's interesting. You're this social person, but you keep to yourself. You don't reveal too much in social situations. I hope that makes sense. I feel like you don't really reveal yourself to partners either. Like, you're very closed. You could have a Pisces placement, you know, emotionally very closed, but open-minded is something that I'm seeing. You see things from a very different perspective, a very higher perspective, and your ability to offer different perspectives to others is something that makes you very attractive to them. I'm also hearing you really know how to dress. Like, some of you guys dress to the nines, like, all the time, and it's absolutely amazing. You know, for example, like, whenever I go out, I really do like to dress up, even if I'm just going, you know, to get dinner or something, you know, just going to get lunch. Like, I really do like to feel good. And when you look good, you feel good. And I feel like you have this mentality, definitely. You really know how to dress. Some of you are maybe interested in fashion. You might be studying fashion, is something that I'm seeing. But also your strength and perseverance and almost a stubborn energy is something that others see very attractive in you as well. And this might be something that you don't find attractive in yourself. It's kind of like, oh, I'm too stubborn. Like, that's something that might put others off. But it's actually something that people like about you. They like your perseverance. They like the fact that you are, you know, willing to stick with your ideas and stick with your mindsets, even though you are open-minded. Like, if you feel there is a better route or a better idea than what you're adhering to, you'll definitely move in that direction, but you're very strong in your beliefs. You're very strong in your ways, and that's something that a lot of people really do like about you. They see that about you. I'm also hearing very faithful as well. You may be faithful in relationships. You're faithful to yourself. Like I said, there's just a lot of self-respect that I'm getting from you, Group 1, and it's absolutely amazing. Like, you definitely stay true to yourself, and you embody that saying of honoring thyself. Like, that's something that you definitely do here. I feel like a lot of you have many people looking at you, many people trying to offer you something. Since you were very young, you've always kind of had people that were very attracted to you. And you've been through a lot, Group 1, too, is something that I'm seeing. I feel like a lot of you are letting go of something in your life currently. I think some of you are, it's interesting, I do feel like some of you are becoming more social. You were in some sort of period of isolation and maybe reflection is something that I'm seeing with this Hierophant, the High Priestess, and the Isolation card. Maybe you've kind of been a loner since you were very young, and now that you're getting a little older, you're starting to go out more, you're starting to socialize more, and you're starting to realize that you actually thrive in social situations, maybe where you were once very afraid. I'm hearing social anxiety, like someone had social anxiety, but somebody's letting that social anxiety go because it's not who they are anymore. You're gaining a lot of confidence. It's really beautiful. I just pick up such a strong energy from you, Group 1, and I love it. I love this energy so much. You also attract a lot of opportunities to yourself because you're ballsy. That's another thing that I'm seeing too. Like, some of you guys really do have cojones. You really do. Like, you take risks. Like I said, because you see the bigger picture. You see things from a different perspective. So where one person would shut something down and say, no, 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 I need to be careful. I need to take the careful route. You, Group 1, are very much open to these more risque ideas and these more risque opportunities because the reward is really big. And I think a lot of you are going to score great because of your perseverance and your willingness to jump into these risks. That's something that people just absolutely love about you. You're ballsy. And they see it. It's kind of like you have this energy of like, oh, I wish I could be them. I wish I could be him, or I wish I could be her. I wish I had that much balls. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you have a lot of opportunities, and it's your, you've had a lot of blessings in your life, and people definitely see that. They definitely see that about you. I feel like in regards to money, you've had a lot of blessings. Like, some of you may be working your dream job. You know, some of you are doing something that you really do love, and people see that 100%. And it's because you're strong in your faith. You know, your willingness to take risks comes from that strength in a higher power in yourself, you know? Very wise, Group 1. You're very wise. You have a very strong intuition, and you listen to it. People really do appreciate the wisdom that you bless other people with. Like I said, you're a guide to someone here. Some of you might be like an agent or something like that. I'm hearing like a talent agent or something. Some of you guys are guides for others in the realms of like beauty. Like, you help others feel very good about themselves. You might be like a therapist. But you just have this absolute amazing wisdom to you that has come through a lot of isolation. You've discovered this wisdom on your own, not through others. And some of you know it. You know that you're good. You know that you got it. And it's really, really amazing, Group 1. I feel like a lot of you are very organized as well, and that's something that others really, really see about you, and they really appreciate and they find attractive about you. The fact that you're stable as well. Like, you've found stability within yourself, especially financially, like physically stable. So you might have a beautiful home. You know, you may have a lot of nice clothes. I feel like somebody dresses really, really nice. Like, they just dress really nice all the time. I'm hearing the word extra. You know, you just get extra everywhere you go. And that's cool, you know what I mean? I feel that. I go extra everywhere I go too. Like, I do the full makeup, you know, not always full makeup, but you know, girl, I'm looking good too sometimes when I go out. So I feel that. And, you know, even if you're a guy, I definitely sense that some of you just love to look good, and it's great. Like, I love this energy. I really do. It's the confidence that it's just oozing from you that people just see, and they adore it. They really do. I'm hearing the word heavenly, like someone is just heavenly to be around. Like you're very sweet, you're very pleasant to be around is another thing that I'm seeing. Very chill, you know, very easy-tempered. There's just something so angelic about you. You just have this energy, whether it's physical beauty or whether it's the advice that you give to someone. There's just something here that others really see about you that they just, they love it. It's your energy, group 1. Your energy is very attractive. And that's why you get all of these blessings, because you just naturally have this attractive energy about you. I feel like you're very open to change as well. Like you're not somebody who is, you know, stuck in a rut. You're not afraid of change. Change is not something that scares you. You are very open to change, and I feel like that's another thing that others see about you. You're very resilient. You bounce back from really bad situations in your life. Like some of you guys are getting out of a really negative situation that has almost torn you down. But look, she's coming out of this with a shiny red dress, looking good. So that's you. You know what I mean? You came out of this situation, you still got your makeup done, you still got your hair done, girl, you know, you still got those nice shoes, you still got everything. You got all the niceness about you, even through this negative situation. And even if you're a male, you know I keep saying girl, but even if you're a male, this applies to you as well. Like some of you dress very nice. You may wear suits every day, button-ups, you know, slacks. I'm hearing somebody gets their stuff tailored, like beautiful energy. I mean, you just, I don't know. I'm getting such a strong Taurus energy here. Someone's a Taurus in here. I really do see that. It's all the physicalities, like you look good, you smell good. That's another thing I'm hearing, is someone smells really good. They wear really nice cologne. It's a man. I feel like there's a man in here that smells very good. He wears such nice cologne. I'm hearing like Burberry, or I don't know. I smell something very luxurious in my mind. Some of you really take care of yourself physically. A lot of you, everyone in here takes care of themselves physically and emotionally, mentally, spiritually, most importantly. I think that's what it is. Group 1, you take care of yourself spiritually, so everything else falls into place for you, because your faith is so strong in something, and you prioritize. I can see that here. You got the Hierophant and the High Priestess, male and female. You prioritize your spirituality, your faith, above all. And because of that, everything else falls into place, because everything at base level is spiritual. Everything at base level is energetic. And I think you've discovered that. So you're like, okay, I'm going to do Reiki on myself 3 times a week, because I know if I keep myself aligned, opportunities are going to fall into place for me. It's kind of that energy. Like, you know, because something is spiritual, that's why you're getting blessed. I hope that makes sense. Like I said, I feel like you're very open to a lot of different perspectives, different ideas. And you don't really have like a type either. You're very attracted to like different types of people. You'll never catch group 1 with like the same kind of person, because you know how some people tend to go through patterns, you know, where they'll date one person and they'll date a very similar person who looks very similar, acts very similar, and so on. You, group 1, you're very open to different kinds of people. So, you know, you may date someone who is a rock star, and then right after you date somebody who's like a big prep. You know, you're just you don't have a type. You're very open to a lot of different types of people and different ways of thinking and different ways of being, and I think people love that about you. They're like, oh wow, I actually have a chance with group 1, because they don't have a type. But you just have this absolutely amazing self-respect. And, you know, it's really good. It's really, really beautiful energy that I have here for you. But that's what I'm seeing here, group 1. I hope this resonated. Please let me know in the comments how this resonated with you, because I would love to know. Share with your friends, you know, let them know so they can feel good about themselves as well. And I will see you later. Have a beautiful rest of your day, group 1. Bye-bye. All right, group 2, this is your reading. Let's go ahead and start pulling cards. You have passion, romantic feelings, Ace of Fire, faith, gratitude, Ace of Wands, strength, and the Devil. So the first word that came to my mind, group 2, was captivating. I feel like you have this essence to you that's just so captivating. You almost entangle people in your energy. There's just something about you that people just fall in love with, and they just almost obsess over you. There's this strong passion energy about you. I have strength here, so you could have Leo in your chart. Leos tend to be very passionate people. But with the Ace of Wands twice and the Passion card, I really do pick up a strong passion coming from you. So when somebody has romantic feelings for you, there's definitely this deep passion that occurs, and it just completely wraps up this person's heart and holds it very tight. Some of you are very gracious, is something that I'm seeing. Very peaceful people. You know, you're very strong mentally, physically, emotionally, and you just have this grace about you. You may walk with poise. I feel like some of you guys are you stand very tall when you walk, and that's something that others find very attractive about you. I see that with this Ace of Wands, you know, like standing straight, like the wand. Some of you are also very good kissers. That's something else that I'm seeing. Like somebody likes your kiss. This is kind of like a sexual thing, I guess. Some of you are very attractive sexually. Very sexy people is something that I'm seeing with all the passion and the Devil card here. You know, people find that attractive about you. You may have a very strong sex appeal is something that I'm seeing. Something about your hair too. I feel like some of you may have very long hair is another thing that I'm seeing, even if you're a male. Some of you are males with very long hair, and that's something that's very attractive about you that others just find so captivating. But it's almost like group 2, you make people's lives just like a love story. Like when someone falls in love with you, it feels like they're in a movie or something. I don't know. I just feel this energy of like there's something so different about you, and there's something so different about falling for you or being attracted to you that it just feels like a movie. I don't know how to explain it. Some of you could be parents. You're very good parents. That's another thing that others find very attractive about you, is you're very nurturing, you're very caring. You also protect. You have this energy of protection, keeping those who mean a lot to you close and protecting them. Very strong energy, and people really do appreciate that. They love that about you. They find it very attractive. So you may attract a lot of people in your life, group 2, that may feel like they need protecting. So you may attract victims of abuse, victims of trauma, because you have this strength energy about you that attracts those kind of people into your life, because they see the protective energy, the grace that you have, the willingness to keep those who you love close and safe. Even if it's not physically recognized, there's something on an energetic level that people sense about you that draws them to you, and it's that ability to be strong and to protect them. That's something that people really do love about you. I'm also hearing a new start. You're very, what's the word? Non-judgmental. That's what I'm hearing. You're very non-judgmental. You offer people a new start is something that I'm seeing. Or some of you may be going through a new start in a relationship or in life in general. And you kind of offer this helping hand, or just like an ear or like a shoulder to cry on is something that I'm seeing. And people do love that about you. People come to you when they're starting something new in their life. Some of you could be like an investor or something like that. I don't know why I heard the word investor. You're somebody who invests a lot of time and energy into people, and people do love that about you. You're very open to others, very honest. I'm just hearing the lion heart. Even if you're not a Leo, you have this lion-hearted energy to you, compassionate, forgiving, loving, friendly. You just have this naturally friendly energy about you. And I'm hearing people just love to watch you be. You know, there's something very entertaining about cats and having a cat. And I have a cat myself. I don't know if any of you have cats. Some of you may have cats, and some people like that about you as well. But what I was hearing is, you know, having a cat, it's very funny to just watch them be. Having animals in general. It's funny to just kind of watch them prance around and be themselves and do whatever it is that they do on their day-to-day. And some of you just have that energy about you. Like there's someone here, or there's a group of people here who love to just watch you be, because you're really entertaining and you're really funny is something that I'm seeing. You're really goofy. That's something that I'm seeing. People love your goofiness, your lighthearted energy. You just have this very light, goofy, funny energy about you. You don't really take a lot of things too seriously, and people do enjoy that about you. They can be themselves. You offer this lion heart, this compassionate hearted energy to others. I'm hearing a lot of you are very psychic as well. You may use crystals, or you may use, you know, divination or some sort of psychic connection to energy. And people do love this about you. Some of you who are mothers are very psychically connected, or you're a father, very psychically connected to source. And people do see this. Like this is very, very visible to others, and they do like it about you. I'm just hearing offering a helping hand. Like some of you guys are very well put together. You're kept within yourself. You have a good grip on your life right now, and you kind of offer that to others. It's kind of like, oh, I'm in a good place right now. Let me be a good friend and help this person out who's not really in a good place. Very helping. I love this energy. I feel like whenever you fall for people, you fall hard. You are so dreamy. You're a dreamer, group 2, very much. You have lots of great ideas, romantic ideas. Some of you might write like a romantic novel or something like that. Like some of you are like a book writer, or you write stories, like romantic stories. That's what I'm saying. Like some of you, when you get into a relationship with someone, it feels like a movie, because some of you have just this really big imagination, and you're able to kind of project that into your romantic life. So people do love that. They feel like it's so exciting to be with you and be around you. Even if they're not dating you, just people in general, people who are around you, your friends, your family, your romantic partners. I'm also hearing you're very faithful as well. Some of you had a lot of support growing up, a lot of friends, a lot of family. So you're very supportive because of that. Because you kind of had that foundation growing up. Because a lot of people don't have that foundation, so they're not able to support others because they didn't have that support growing up. But you definitely did. You had this support system through friends, through family. And now you're able to be that support for others. I'm just hearing the word entangled. Like there's someone here who's dealing with someone who's just entangled in their energy. And it's not in a bad way. I don't pick it up in a bad way. I just feel like someone here is dealing with someone who keeps coming back into their life, back into their life. It's almost like for the past like 8 to 10, maybe even 15 years, this person's just come back around. Like you cannot get away from this person because someone is just so captivated by you, group 2. I'm hearing some of you on the surface, very interesting. Some of you on the surface are very rocky, like stone cold. You know, you may not be, when you first meet someone, when someone first meets you, they may see that you're very put together, you're very serious, you know, very much like a rock, you know what I mean? Not showing much emotion, but once they get to know you, you just completely change into this different person. You're super goofy, super funny, really friendly. And not to say that you're mean or anything whenever people first meet you, you just don't really show that part of yourself. to everyone. You know, you're not that way until you get comfortable with someone. Yeah, I feel like some of you are really good with kids. That's another thing. You may not have kids yourself, but you're really good with kids. And that's something that someone finds very attractive about you, or people find very attractive about you. And it's interesting because I feel like you know that you're good, but you don't feel the need to flaunt it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not overly extra, or, you know, you don't really put a lot out there about how you feel about yourself. You know, you're confident, but you're very low-key about it. I just see this Ace of Fire, and he's just kind of smirking at the, you know, I don't know if you can see. He's kind of like smirking, like, yeah, I know I'm good, but I don't need to tell you that, because you can see it for yourself. Very warm energy that I'm feeling from you. I'm hearing it's really hard for people to let you go is another thing that I'm seeing too. Like, you really do leave a print in people's lives because you're just so unique and you're so different. And you just have this energy that's just so wow. That's all I can say is wow. That's the impression that you leave on a lot of people. There's people, group 2, that will never forget you. Like, you could have left this person behind, walked away from this person, you know, split from a friend years ago, and this person still thinks about you from time to time, just like, wow, group 2 was so, it was so funny when they did that, you know, it was so great when they did that. I hear also another thing that people really do like about you is you are so quick to change up. If somebody does something that is not self-respecting to you or self-respecting to someone that you love, I mean, you turn in from this lovely, kind-hearted lion to this devil really quick. Like, you're not somebody to mess with, group 2. Not at all. And I feel like people really do like that about you. You're not mean. That's not what I'm trying to get at all. Like, you're not mean at all. In fact, you're super the opposite. Very beautiful, friendly, kind energy, but don't mess with group 2, and don't mess with the loved ones of group 2, because I know you guys will kick some ass. That's all I can say, is some of you will kick some ass. Some of you may be fighters is another thing that I'm seeing. You might be a fighter. Like, you might do MMA, or you might do karate, or, you know, just some sort of martial arts. I'm hearing martial arts. Some of you might do boxing. That's another thing that I'm seeing. But you're very, like, well-tempered. You just have this, oh, my ears started ringing. You're very chill. Like, you don't need to be overly aggressive, and you're not at all. But you can be. And I feel like some of you are very aggressive in the bedroom is something that I'm seeing. And, you know, people do like this. The people that you engage with sexually really do like this about you, because of the fact that it's such a change from who you are normally. You're so sweet and nice and funny. I'm also hearing some of you may have curly hair. I feel like a lot of you have very curly hair, and that's something that people do like about you as well. But what I was trying to say is, you know, you just have such a chill vibe about you. Very nice, very friendly, very calm. But when the doors close and the clothes come off, it's very different. It's a very different ball game. You just have such a passion about you, and I really think that's the main thing that people love about you. You have a passion for your career. You have a passion for those you love. You just entangle people in your amazing and maybe even crazy life. I feel like some of you lead like a crazy life. Like, you may travel a lot. You don't really stick to one place. I don't have any earth here. I have the devil, which is, you know, that's an earth sign, but I don't have any pentacles. I don't. So a lot of you are very free-spirited energies. You know, you may travel a lot. You may not stay in the same place for long periods of time. And people do like that about you. You're kind of like this explorer type energy. Like I said, lots of new beginnings all over the place. You know, you move around a lot, you get out, you don't do the same thing every day. And people like that about you. You're not the type of person that sticks to routine. Very fire-like energy that I'm picking up here. I feel like a lot of you guys are either fire signs, you know, you may have these placements in your chart, Aries, Leo, Sag, or you just embody this energy. You have this inner fire, group 2, that just radiates from you. Really beautiful energy. But that's what I'm seeing here. If you'd like to book a personal reading, feel free to contact me. You can go ahead and shoot me a DM or an email. All of my information will be in the description box below. And feel free to leave a comment. Let me know how this resonated with you because I would love to know. Take care and have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye-bye, group 2. All right, group 3, this is your set of cards. Let's go ahead and start pulling them. You have new love, children, the Queen of Fire, release, despondence, the Devil, Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands again. So group 3, the first thing that I heard when I pulled these cards was a breath of fresh air. And I feel like that's what you are to people in your life, because some of you are in an area of the world that is very bitter, is something that I'm seeing. Like you have a lot of bitter people around you, either in your workplace, in your family. It's like you come from a place in the world. It may be like a city where people are very materialistic, very focused on material things, and you are not like that at all. You're very different from the people around you. And there's some who see it and they appreciate it and they're like, wow, group 3 is amazing. It's cool that he or she is able to see past all of this in an area where people don't. But I feel like you're in an area of the world where a lot of people haven't done their inner work. So there's a lot of envy and a lot of anger and a lot of bitterness around you. So people come into your life and they're like, wow, group 3 is a breath of fresh air. He or she is so different from the typical person I encounter on the daily because of the fact that you, group 3, have this childlike energy about you. Very innocent, very fresh, very new, imaginative. That's something that I'm seeing. You have a really big imagination and people love that about you. Your creativity is unmatched with this children and Queen of Fire. It's just like you're oozing creativity. You really are. You have this energy to you of confidence. And I feel like some of you don't see it all the time. Like you don't see how good you are all the time because of the fact that you're surrounded by these people who are bitter, who try to put you down intentionally. There's people in your life, group 3, that intentionally try to put you down. That's what I'm seeing. They do it because they sense this Queen of Fire. They sense the warmth, the grace, the beauty, the intelligence. They sense it all. They don't even have to have more than 5 seconds with you to sense that energy. And because of the fact that they haven't released the negativity within them, they feel the need to project it onto you. So I feel like some of you may struggle with your self-esteem, but I'm telling you, group 3, a lot of people just think you're absolutely amazing. Don't allow these bitter, angry, self-hating people to affect the way that you see yourself, because I'm telling you, group 3, and I'm getting teary-eyed while I'm saying this, you are so much more than that. You are a breath of fresh air in your situation, in your place of living, in your, in your space. Some of you are so motherly, giving, even fatherly if you're a male. You're very giving. You're very creative, very creative. Some of you are really good at releasing hatred, releasing anger towards people too. You're very peaceful. That's something that I'm seeing as well. People love that about you. You're very peaceful. You're not the type that's like quick to anger or anything. And people really do like that about you. I'm also seeing that you're very emotional. You know, you may cry when you're happy. That's something that I'm seeing. And people like that. They think it's really cute. There's a very cute energy about you, group 3. You're very cute. You're very funny, very friendly, very nice. But I'm just hearing like a cute energy. Some of you may have kind of like childlike features. Like you may have a you know, kind of like a kid face. Or you may be petite. You may be a small person. A baby face. That's what I meant to say. Your love for animals is another thing that others really like about you. You're very friendly, very kind to other living creatures. Not just humans, but non-humans as well. Some of you have pets of all kinds. I'm hearing snakes, tarantulas. You know, you have exotic pets. That's kind of what I'm seeing with this Queen of Fire. Like, I'm just hearing like exotic animals. Some of you may have like a tiger or something like that. Some of you really do feel at home around animals, and people do love that about you. They find that very attractive. I feel like even to those that are ugly to you, you're still very kind, because you have this understanding that it's not because of you that they treat you this way. As I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of people in your life who are unwilling to do the inner work. And you know, you can't judge them, because a lot of these people are unaware that we're able to take control of our lives. Because the media and a lot of things, you know, they tend to factor in to this ideology that we're out of control, or our lives are out of our control, right? Our emotions are out of our control. Anything, our path is out of our control. Our destiny is out of our control. So a lot of people feel very out of control around you. And I feel like your ability to establish control over your life, over your emotions, that's what people are sensing. And they wish they could be like that. But instead of feeling proud of you, because of the fact that these people around you have not released what has been plaguing them, what has been bothering them about themselves, they project their anger and their fear and their insecurity onto you. So I hope this makes you feel better if you ever encounter any negative energies who try to put you down, because group 3, you have an amazing energy. You really do. You're physically beautiful as well with this Queen of Pentacles. I mean, you're sexy too. Like, you got it. You know, you really do. You're cute, you're sexy, you're funny. You're peaceful. You're intelligent. Intelligent. I'm telling you, some of you are just so smart. And I'm hearing that some of you are smarter than you look too. Like, some of you don't look as wise or as intelligent as you are. And people come up to you, or they listen to you talk for, you know, just 30 minutes, and they're like, whoa, group 3 is really smart. You're also very strong, is another thing I'm seeing. Because you've dealt with death a lot in your life. Like, some of you have had your parents both pass. Brothers, sisters, friends, family members. Some of you have dealt with a lot of death in your life. And because of that, death is not something that scares you anymore. Some of you have dealt with a lot of pain and a lot of change in your life. And you're a very strong person, and people see that. And they like that about you. They like that you're unafraid. That's what I'm picking up with this Queen of Wands. You are not afraid, group 3. You don't have a lot of fear, is what I'm seeing. You've released a lot of your fear. Fear of the future, fear of death, fear of anything. Because we also live in a society that's programmed us to be fearful of every little thing. But you see past all of that. You see past the physical. I'm also seeing that you're very balanced. Some of you have an addicting personality, my bad. You know, people meet you for the first time and they're hooked quick. You know, they're like, whoa, I want to be group 3's friend. I want to be their partner. I really like them. I really enjoy their presence. Because like I said, you're a breath of fresh air. There's some bitter ass people in your awareness, in the place that you live. And some people meet you and they're just like, whoa. Group 3 is so different from the typical, from the everyday. Some of you are also people who help others grow as well. So like I said, I feel like I feel a healing energy from you guys with these two Queen of Wands, especially with the Queen of Pentacles right next to it. You're so healing and so nurturing. And I feel like a lot of you give a lot of your energy. Some of you may end up feeling drained from, the amount that you give to people. You're very generous is something that I'm seeing. Generous with your love, especially. Very motherly. Your friend group, if you have a big friend group, you may be like the mom of the friend group, even if you're not a literal mom. You may be that person that whenever you go out partying, you go out with your friends, you're the one who takes care of them. You're the one who holds your friend's hair back when she's throwing up in the sink or when she's throwing up in the toilet. You know what I mean? It's that kind of energy. Like you're the one who makes them breakfast in the morning when they're feeling bad. You're such a mom. Like, are you a Cancer, Group 3? Is someone a Cancer in here? Because I just pick up such a, Cancers are moms. They really are. They're such caregivers. You're a caregiver. Some of you may work with children. You may be a caregiver. And that's something that people find very attractive about you as well, is your ability to care for others and give to others, especially children. I'm also hearing that you're not very, what's the word? So Group 3, a lot of you have potential suitors or partners who are interested in like hooking up with you and having sex, but you're not very open to that. Like you're the type of person who reserves yourself for someone who you have a strong passion and emotion for. Like you're like, I'm not just going to give myself to anyone. You know what I mean? I need someone who deserves me, who's not just going to use me. And that is very attractive. I'm hearing some of you, you have people who chase you because of the fact that you don't give yourself easily. Some of you are very connected to angels, and the spiritual realm is something that I'm seeing. I'm hearing some of you help people face their demons, and that's something that's very attractive about you. You may assist others in clearing their home of negative energies or clearing themselves of negative energies. Like some of you are like a transmuter. That's what I meant to say. You help people transmute and release energies so that they can be the best version of themselves. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Klaus on Netflix. It is so cute. But there's this quote from that movie that just came to my head right now. It says, "One act of goodwill or kindness always sparks another." So if some of you have been placed in an area where there's a lot of bitterness, there's a lot of anger, a lot of jealousy, just know that you've been placed there for a reason. Your kind heart and your strong emotional connection to others who are suffering is there for a reason, because one act of kindness or goodwill always sparks another. And it could be in 6 months, it could be in 3 weeks, but one act of kindness always sparks another. You are so kind, Group 3. And I can feel some of you are crying right now. I can feel it because my eyes are getting watery, and I feel like this is me feeling your emotions as well. some of you are so kind and you just get the shit end of the stick. But you are able to let go of that and continue moving on. And my loves, this is something that's very attractive about you as well. You are beautiful, group 3. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Because of the fact that you're able to let go. But that's what I'm seeing here. If you'd like to book a personal reading, feel free to contact me. You can go ahead and shoot me a DM on my Instagram, or you can email me. But other than that, I will see you later. Have a beautiful rest of your day, group 3. Bye-bye.